Party all night is the best of the best friend weekend. We can party all night is the best of the best friend weekend. We can party all night. Shout out the whole podcast crew. Everybody already know what it do. When you really gotta kill it, ain't nobody gonna feel it. When you really gotta tell them it's my crew. It's best friend weekend. We can party all night. We got Rog Smuve and Los, Rumble, Aldo NICE is the uncle.
That boy Kanye been on front of all the tabloids of late this past week or so with the drop of his latest album. I don't even know what it's called because I'm not rocking out with Kanye at the moment. But that's much more than I can say about some of y'all. Some of y'all done jammed it twice, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times already, shared it, giving him free publicity, the whole nine. But just about 3 months ago, he was canceled. And with that, this just brings me to my next point. 3 months or so ago, between the MAGA hats, the slavery comments, him acting like he was just a plumb fool, he done got canceled. But somehow, when it come to black people, you say a few sorries, you bring up the Lord's name, and all is good. But personally, I'm not ready to call a truce yet with my man. He used to be a little childhood idol of mine. I used to love me some Ye. But hey, I ain't as easy to call a truce like some of y'all. And some of y'all need to look in yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, what is y'all really doing?
I say, whoa, welcome to the Best Friend Weekend Podcast. It's your man Aldo NICE.
It's your boy Rog Smuve.
It's your boy Los, aka C.A.P.
Yeah, man, look, check it out. Rumble is saying some things that I guess I've heard it. I heard it this week, actually. Like, somebody was asking me at work if I had listened to that Kanye and why I'm even listening to that. And she was like, I'm not listening to that at all because I'm off Kanye. And obviously, Rumble has that thing, Black people forget so quick. What's your general thoughts on that idea, first and foremost? Los, what you think?
I mean, if the man make good music, the man make good music. It don't have nothing to do with me. I might not agree with him and all the stuff, the dumb shit he was doing and all of that. But if he made, I knew I was going to listen to the album if he dropped anything. I didn't care what it was. I'm going to listen because it's Kanye. I want to hear what he talking about, how it sound, all of that. I don't mean I agree with the things he be doing. Like, half people who drop music that I do like, I don't agree with what they do all the time. So, I mean, I never did cancel Kanye. I just felt like he was on some other shit at the time. So it don't have nothing to do with his music for me.
So you basically like, I don't agree with Future and the way he treats his baby mamas, but I listen to the music. That's the type.
Definitely was.
I get you
on that.
Raj, what you think?
Yeah, I'm actually, I don't have much to say about it because I'm with it. I'm like the same thing as Los. I'm just listening to Kanye because I like Kanye's music. I don't have to like Kanye. I don't have to like Kanye's political ideals to like Kanye's music. And I'm just gonna throw this in because I know this is your next question. It's a gospel album. It's different. It's not like I'm listening to Kanye. I'm listening to gospel Kanye.
Well, that was kind of the fuss at work that that he was playing with the Lord, and I was like, well, how could you be mad if he making an album that, even if he an imperfect messenger, even if the album's putting out a good message, how could you be mad at that? And that was kind of the debate at work this week.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you uplifting the Lord, I guess, I don't think that's a bad thing. Now if the last song was fuck a hoe, fuck a bitch, shoot you in your motherfucking face, hoe, that'd be a little different. But I mean, I think one thing Kanye has always done, he came out with Jesus Walks in the first album. So that's something he's, talked about all the time. You know what I mean? So I don't think, it's maybe it might be a super reach for to do an entire album, but I don't think it's a reach for him to be talking about Jesus.
Well, I mean, I think that it's the play though. Like, what do you think? Like, is it the play from Jump Street to be like, you know what? I'm down bad. The black community is not rocking with me right now, and this the play to me to get back in good graces with the people is to drop this album. I mean, is that does that take a little bit away from it?
I think that's some of the play. I think that a lot of the play is him going, I'm gonna stop cussing and I think he going. I get what you're saying, but I think it's all this part of the play. Like, okay, how do I get back in good with my
I mean,
people?
it's very much like R. Kelly when he was going through it. Wasn't he making all of the okay, so what do black people like?
I believe I can fly.
Swing out music, and I believe I can fly. Let me not talk about nasty shit no more because now I could make it on this wave. I mean, I feel like it's kind of that same playbook. It's basically the Chicago playbook of get yourself out of some shit.
I mean, I feel like anytime somebody go to jail, don't they pick up a Bible first thing they do? So I mean, you know, if you in trouble, I mean, that's the right person to turn to.
I'm picking up that Quran, boy. Stop that, man. They gonna keep me safer, boy. Stop that, man.
I mean, you're not wrong when you're right about that.
So I think Rumble is kind of being a jerk by saying this. Some people listen to the album 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times, and my response is, yeah, because the album's 20 minutes. So, of course, we listened to it 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times because it was over before you finish, right?
Yeah, that's the exciting thing about it. Like, I listened to it in the shower, and then I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to finish off the rest of it in the car, and I'm going to get a good listen to it. And I was already on the last song. Like, my entire shower got to the last song. So I got to start it over and listen to it. And they got bangers on there. Like, I'm going to say this. I said this to y'all boys earlier, but I think Kenny G need his own rap album. Like, off top. Kenny G, saxophone, mixed with a beat. Whoever beat, Kanye beat, Mustard on the beat. Any of them boys. with Kenny G, it's going to be fire.
The uncle?
The uncle. That's what I was about to think.
Shout out
Kenny G and the uncle.
to Uncle on the beat.
I'm a fan of all of it, man. I mean, I think the album jam, like y'all said, I can't front like some of the songs. I was already making a mix. I call Sunday Service, which is just some of my favorite little songs that get you in a real good place on Sunday mornings. So I had songs. I was pulling songs from Scarface and from Chance the Rapper and from Kanye, and I got about 3 or 4 more songs from this album that I'm gonna shoot on there, and it's gonna be a bit of a thing. You heard me? But Rumble said something specifically in there about y'all cancel Kanye. Raj, I know you wanted to talk a little bit about just kind of that idea of cancel culture. What are your thoughts on that? Because if there's one thing about this podcast I can tell you is that you listen, you know what we do. And one of the things we do is we don't really necessarily stand with the protest if it ain't about us, if we not the ones doing it. Like, you know what I mean? Like we boycott Airbnb, so guess what? We still boycotting Airbnb. Like that's us. That's our thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But when them people was boycotting Starbucks, like we wasn't like, nah, we're not gonna stop. When them people was boycotting H&M, like we wasn't just like, nah. Like
definitely wasn't boycotting.
Yeah, and we was joking about that. Like, so I guess we could go to H&M now that Starbucks didn't happen, or vice versa. I mean, we'll freeze up the black dollar so they can get the point. But we're not really necessarily the biggest proponents of cancel culture. That's not necessarily what we do at the BFW podcast.
I'm not in it for the long haul.
But Raj, what's your thoughts on the cancel culture ideology?
I just think, for me specifically, I think redemption is a thing, and I think Kanye. I think it's almost like Kanye done did so much, and I'm not saying that he's like the Almighty, but he done did a whole lot, and then he went off on the deep end, and then he told y'all he went off on the deep end, and then now he doing some like crazy cool stuff. But it's like it's cool to be like, nah, we not listening to Kanye. Like they got a piece of the black community that's like, nah, we don't like Kanye. Like we not supposed to like Kanye. Whenever I'm like, why? I get it. Yeah, he did some crazy stuff, but like, let's focus on what he's doing right now. Like, I don't have to cancel him for the rest of my life. Just ignore him for a little while. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's just how I feel. I don't feel like I gotta cancel it forever. If I'm gonna cancel it, if I'm gonna get mad about it, I'll make a few posts and then I get on with my life. My life isn't centered around trying to find what's the next thing I'm gonna cancel.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone else should be.
If we live that way, we wouldn't rock with Kobe no more. You know what I mean? Yeah. We wouldn't rock with a lot of different people, and that's the name that just came to my mind.
Michael Jordan did some messed up stuff back in the day.
Yeah, I mean, anytime somebody do some stuff, it's like whatever. I just wish that our culture wouldn't be so. I mean, like certain things you're not supposed to. I can't say not supposed to forgive. As a Christian, you should forgive everything. I suppose. But like, I would love to watch Kevin Spacey do movies. He's a great actor. He did some foul stuff, but at some point we shouldn't cancel him. We should put him on mute. Mute people. Put them timeout. Put them in timeout. But like, and
maybe
that's just my selfish self of saying that, you know.
Yeah, I think. Well, I think some things are worth. Like you messing with little girls, and that's too wild. You know what I mean? When you down little girls and things of that nature. But I think with Kanye,
Kevin Spacey is messing with little boys. But go ahead.
I mean that too.
But they wasn't little boys. They was like 19, 20.
Okay, they grown. But like R. Kelly, I understand that you want to cancel Coach R. Kelly. Okay, but I think anytime somebody makes mistakes, I think Kanye made some mistakes, and we know Kanye to be crazy. You know what I mean? We can't hold him to that his entire life. You know what I'm saying? Somebody held any one of us to something that we said our entire life on some cancel culture stuff. We all would be canceled, I guess. At some point.
Could we get back cool with Trump?
I think it's different when you start to talk about a different, like, you start to talk about Caucasianness. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a little bit different. If it's years and years and like a lifetime of you know what I'm saying? Like
pattern, that behavior,
right? Like just a lifetime. Like then it's gonna be hard to forgive that person. It might even be near impossible. But if Trump had a revelation, like much like Kanye is having right now, if that man had a revelation and he started doing things in the black community and started the Trump gospel choir and it all seemed like it wasn't a facade, like it seemed like it was kind of cool, then I think that over time it can happen. But if it's just time after time after time after time, then eventually it's going to get to the point where it's near impossible for us to forgive somebody like that, or for us to not fool with them no more. I'm not gonna say because I'm not gonna go on that like I'm not gonna forgive somebody for something. But I'm saying for me to cancel him out of my life and I don't fool with him, then it's gonna take something drastic for that to be Trump.
Well, I think who my favorite, like, speaking of like that, my favorite councilman is Councilman Facade Tate off of what's our show, Power. My favorite running back was Facade Mendenhall, and my favorite jump shot shooter of all time was Facade Lewis. I just want y'all to know that before I tell y'all what burns my boudin this week. The thing that burns my boudin this week, the first thing, and it really gets on my nerves a lot, right? It's when people post old pics with celebrities when they do something or when they die. Like, I met this celebrity in 2001, and I got this old picture, and I'm going to post it today because that celebrity did something today. Have you guys ever noticed that? What's your thoughts on it?
They don't burn my boudin. I really don't care that much for it to even burn my boudin. If they want to let us know that in 2001, they went and saw this person in Sharpstown Mall, I'm not going to like it. And they got on FUBU and dumb baggy jeans on, I'm not gonna like it. I'm just gonna be like, oh, okay.
I disagree with you. If John Witherspoon died today and I had a picture with John Witherspoon, I'm posting it.
Well, today. I saw somebody with one today, which is funny because that's not really actually who I was going at. I was going at somebody who posted a picture with like, I can't remember who it was. It's like maybe Deshaun Watson. And it was from some years ago. And when that boy got kicked in the eye. But look at me and Deshaun Watson from 2017. You know what I mean?
Like, I get better.
Oh, yeah, I get better.
I'm posting that. Too.
You posting that every time?
Every time. Hope your eye get better, fool.
Every time that man do something. So like Michael, if you had a picture with Michael Thomas, would it be every 11 catches this week?
11 posts.
God forbid, look, I'm knocking on wood right now, but if he got injured bad, I'm posting a picture with him.
How many times can you post that picture?
I hope he don't get hurt that many times.
But you just said you posted the show. Oh, kicked in the eye. Okay, I get you. That's part of the injury.
I guess if he get kicked in the eye again, you
gotta post that same picture.
Like if Draymond Green kicks somebody, be like prayers up for Draymond Green kick somebody, and I can't post that. You know what I'm saying? That same thing all the time, but I'll probably if it's a year span, I'm definitely posting it again because I feel like I gained a few followers over a year.
Back in like 2009 when I was teaching, one of my co-teachers, I'm not co-teachers, but somebody at our school had a Facebook album called Me and Celebs, and it was one picture with her and Vince Young.
That's wild.
And I used to always be like, me and celeb, like singular.
Singular. Huh?
And in retrospect, nowadays, Vince Young not even a celeb. No.
Nah, he's super regular.
That's your mans though. That's y'all little people. Okay. Y'all gave me some protocol, man. Another thing that burned my Boudin this week, and I don't have a lot because we got a lot of stories. Shout out for Rog Smuve for coming up with some content this week. I'm a little excitable about some of those things. But yeah, man, look, another thing that burned my Boudin is when homecoming season comes around. And I guess I can just say at my school, Xavier, you know what I mean? I'm part of the We do the homecoming thing now, just like everybody else. So I'm a little excited about that. But when homecoming season comes and everybody is doing something lav in the weeks leading up to homecoming, like everybody in the gym posting every day, everybody got a business they opening, everybody mentoring little kids, everybody's a keynote speaker at something. Come on, man. Like, do that all year round. It can't just be around homecoming season when you're all of a sudden doing something. That burns my Boudin.
You can't just go to homecoming just to go to, you got to have something to talk about. Oh, yeah. You can't just go there. What you been up to? Oh, just chilling, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you got to go to, oh, yeah, boy, I seen you was over there at the White House speaking to the little homeless kids, the National Homeless Kids Association of, you know what I'm saying? You can't just be at homecoming, you know what I'm saying? Just regular. You got to,
you know what's funny to me?
You got to be at the World Series or something.
Just to say this, I got homecoming coming up, and I feel like this podcast is good enough for me to say, what you been up to? You know what I'm saying? And like, that's cool enough for me to say, nah, I've been, working on a podcast, and I don't know if you took a listen yet, but you need to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really feel like that's cool enough. I don't have to go to the White House. I don't have to go to the World Series. This is cool enough. Shout out to the Best Friend Weekend podcast for giving me something to talk about at
one time
homecoming this weekend.
And you got to tell we was on the Breakfast Club or something like that. We just did a interview.
Why I got to do all that?
Wait,
don't the Breakfast Club.
I think there's levels, right? Like you talking about going to homecoming for like in Liberia for like high school. I think the podcast speak volumes.
You didn't have to do all that.
No, I don't mean it like did I go deep?
I could have went to. I'm talking about my Harvard graduate homecoming that's coming.
But that's in a couple weeks for you. That's not this week. You're gonna focus on different things at different homecomings, but like you just said, I'm gonna be doing homecoming things, promoting Best Friend Weekend at our homecoming for Xavier this weekend. So you are right, it is Best Friend Weekend. It's a movement, it's a vibe. Our brand is cool, and if you're not cool, you're not gonna get it. Like, and that's just really all it is to it. The last thing that burned my Boudin, and I don't even know how to describe this, right? I'm just gonna tell a bit of a story, but I'm not gonna tell a long story. This is all it is, right? So there was a guy. And I was at a house party last week, and I ran into a guy that I've been knowing since I moved to Houston. He's a friend of a friend. So I've probably been knowing him over 12, 15 years. At a time, we were like, acquaintances because we would hang out in the same circle and whatever. And this one evening, he had a very troubling accident where a dog did something to him. And I know y'all heard the dog podcast. So a dog did something to him. I'm being very vague, whatever, right? But I saw him at the house party, and I mentioned it when I was about to leave. I was like, man, and I was talking to somebody he was with, and I said, if you want to ever hear the whole dog story, I was really the only person who was there. It was just me and him. So holla at me, I'll let you know. And he got in his feelings and was like, say, bro, why you always gotta fucking bring that up? And he started cursing and wilding, and everybody was laughing. We was all laughing. Like, everybody else was kind of laughing, but he was dead ass serious. And I stopped and I was like, you know what? I'm burying it right now. I don't ever have to bring it up again. And he was like, nah, man, it's like, you always saying that shit like the shit. I mean, that's just traumatic. And he started trying to explain, and he was lying about what actually happened because I mean, like I said, I'm not gonna air the man out. But don't go sticking your nose next to a fence where a dog's at and expect a dog not to act like a dog. But all I'm gonna say is, when you're supposed to be going to the club,
have a shovel.
Yeah. But whatever, though. Like I said, at the end of the day, I don't like, and it burns my Boudin, when people put on a big production in front of people to like try to be like shutting you down. Like I didn't like that at all. Like, say, bro, why you always gotta blah blah blah, like hype. I don't like when people get hype in a what's the right confrontational way in front of people.
All aggressive.
I think that
He
shit
got
is
aggressive with you.
Yeah, I don't like that. I hate that, dog. Like if you want to be aggressive, pull me to the side and be aggressive. Like, or whatever. Or be serious aggressive. But don't be trying to, like, I'm not a fan of that.
You was being an asshole and embarrassed that man in front of people. He didn't want nobody to know that dog split his nose.
Everybody knew that the dog split his nose.
But they forgot already. Nobody thinking about it but you.
The nose was still split, bruh.
He still got the scar.
Y'all ever seen that, what was it? Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison, when they was like, that Saigon whore bit my nose up? Yeah, that shit. Like that. That way. That way. When Chris Farley was doing the shit. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, it burned my Boudin when you get too hype. I got other examples of people getting hype in public spaces, but look, just don't make that a thing. If you get mad, like, look, let it be. We too old for that, because I'll be wanting to fight. That's all I got to say, man. Look, speaking of getting older and doing a bunch of things, man, look, Raj said something earlier that I thought was funny. We all saw this clip of one of our favorites of the podcast, LeBron James, when he was hooping. Man. And looked like, his headband got pushed up?
Yeah, came down.
His hairline got pushed up.
Yeah, man, that shit look like an ant pile just moved. Like I don't understand. Like,
no, you know it looked like. Remember in science class they had the little bitty magnet things. You know the stuff inside the etch sketch. It looked like a bunch of those things. Like somebody drew that on there.
Etch a sketch, daddy.
Yeah.
I just don't understand why his hair is so long. Like I feel like last year he played his hair short, like just. You know what I'm saying? If some hair would have fell out, it would have been stubbles. Why this year why are you trying to play a little, a little like so afro, like a little mini fro? Like, don't do that. Get your hair short.
No, listen. Yeah.
No, you limitations.
Is it a toupee? Is it a toupee?
Man, I read so many things, bro. To me, I thought it was a big buildup of Beijing. But I heard some people say, man, it's lace front wig and all kind of stuff. I don't know what it was. It just looked like a pile of glued on hair. Like, just, it looked bad.
I thought he had figured out the science behind it. I thought he was like Dion, like he figured this shit out. Yeah. But evidently, that's not the case.
Man, and listen, Tiger got his whole hairline, but he got braids. I don't know why you just don't call that man and go to the same doctor he went to.
You talking about Tiger the rapper or Tiger Woods?
Tiger the rapper, Tiger Woods shit bad too.
Tiger Woods. I was like, I didn't see Tiger Woods with no braids, but that's interesting thought.
No, Tiger the rapper, he got he got everything back, man. I just think it looked like he had the little flex seal on his head, trying to keep that in there.
I never knew Tiger to lose his hair.
He had short hair. I knew that.
Tiger had his hairline was bad when he first came out. His hairline was trash.
Well, he should have just used that as a marketing thing and just did like the tiger stripes, like a little bit, like the little off in the front, then a little cut. You know, he could have made a tiger hair out of that.
Nah, it was too bad for that. He did the right thing. He went to the doctor and got it done.
Or get a bald head and tattoo tiger stripes on your head. Something. I don't know. I'm telling people to do shit I wouldn't even do. That sounds ridiculous. But I guess that becomes like the question is what you would do. What are your plans for when reality sets in? Now, Raj, I know you might not have listened to the podcast, but we was talking a little bit about hairlines on Sunday when we was talking about dogs. So we kind of already broached the subject of Best Friend Weekend having our own little bouts with mortality, so to speak. What are your plans and when do you think it's done? I don't know.
I'm gonna give myself 2 more years.
Ooh.
And I'm going no more barber. Never going to the barber shop again. 2 more years.
Helmsley.
I think I'm gonna flirt with the bald head look for a little while, and then I'm gonna grow it. I'm gonna see what I could do, grow it back. Probably play that kind of like a half George Jefferson horseshoe, and then not like it, and then I'm going full ball for the rest of my life in 2 years.
All men be having that half horseshoe in church, and nobody really cares.
Nobody cares. Isn't that crazy? But I can't be in my mid 30s doing.
I was just going to say you got to be 50. You got to be 60 to hit that.
60. I think 60 is when you can pull 60. That back on.
Yeah, you got.
I gotta get some muscles.
CT Fletcher.
It look good with muscles, you know what I'm saying? That shit look slick with muscles.
You gotta get in that
put
gym.
oil on me and stuff. Coconut oil. Specifically.
You stupid. How about you, Los? Where you at with it? What you think?
Man, I'm gonna go low as possible and then just go ball, bro.
What you thinking? Time frame, man.
Oh, I got maybe a couple years left, man. You know, if I keep getting the right haircut, I'm one bad haircut away from having to let it go right now. Mm-hmm. If I mess around and go to the wrong barber, it's over with for me. But I got a few years, long as it don't eat back no more. You know, I'm gonna rock it till it get back. So I got a couple more years, maybe 2.5, 3 years. I think I'm gonna start taking some hair vitamins though to make sure.
The thing is it ain't. The one thing is that I guess, you know, Los, I might do like some people I know, and I'm never gonna be able to play that straight across no more. I'm gonna have to do that. You know, do that oval daddy.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. that W daddy, that widow's daddy.
Yeah.
That
oval daddy.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's a plan, cutting a little that vampire, that vampiro, so to speak. I mean, look, I always say this, man. Your hairline is supposed to be like, your hair is supposed to be like a trickle down from your mama's daddy. That's what they say. I mean, I don't think it's true in every case because it's weird. My people who got my mama's dad, the same mama's daddy as me. Shout out, this podcast brought to you by Graham Star and Rumble and Smash Dog Forever. Them boys got the same grandfather as me, same mama's daddy, and all 4 our hairlines is completely different. So that's not a thing. But I can look at my pops and I know he had hair until probably in his mid-40s. So I'm holding out hope that I got another 5 years. You know, might not be reality. You know, reality is a motherfucker, like, you know, but true. That's my hope. But he did the bald thing afterwards. You know what I'm saying? I sent this picture recently to some people. I have a birthmark on my head. And I got a picture from like 5 years ago with a haircut that I was sitting in the barbershop and he took a picture of my haircut. And my edge was right on my birthmark. And then I looked at my hair and I'm like, oh shit, it's still right on my. So it didn't move back on the sides over 5 years. So I'm in the middle though. And that bird nest on the top, that's a different game. That's a different game.
If we judging by our daddy, I think, you know, I exceeded expectation because my daddy would start going ball at 21. He was out of there. That boy was ball young. And so he let the middle just go in. He had a curl on the side of the thing. He had the Krusty the Clown. He was rocking that.
That's why we got the best friend weekend hats. I think they taking some years off our hair or something. We gotta cut them shit.
My hair not breathing. My hair probably needs more sun. I need to stop wearing them damn hats.
No, we gotta make before you put the hat on. You gotta listen to Kanye. Let the hat listen to Kanye. So your hairline will be blessed in the state.
Maybe you're right. Man. Hey man, let's talk about another odd happening that I think is just very interesting to bring up. So I don't watch this, and I know Los, you are way more likely than I to watch this brand of television. But I know you watch like the Real Housewives and the Love and Hip Hops and such, right?
I watch Love and Hip Hop. I don't watch the Real Housewives. That's just right.
Okay, cool. Well, Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. I've never seen it.
Oh yeah, I saw.
But recently I found out that this one young lady who I've never even seen until today, April Jones, is dating Lil Fizz, which I'm like, okay, why is that a big story?
Same.
Well, it's a big story because basically April Jones shares 2 children with Omarion, his former bandmate in B2K. And, you know, everybody, like they say, fans and everybody's gone off. And she came out and said, why y'all so mad? I'm getting the dick I want. I love it. Oh my God. It's the best dick of my life. It's really genuinely is. I can't really be mad. I can't not be happy because I think that happiness comes from being happy. And y'all trying to really make me mad. But I don't know how to be mad. I'm not a mad person. I love that lay mine. So she said all of that.
Quote unquote.
Quote unquote, right? So, I mean, I don't know, bro. What are y'all thoughts on this? I got thoughts because I feel like Raj, even you more so than us, are definitely of the target age range of B2K. Like B2K was hot when I was in college. Like I think I want to say I was a sophomore when B2K was doing dope stuff. So I feel like they was like probably 17 when I was like 20 or something like that. Like I feel like they were a little younger. But
they started when we was like in high school though. They started young.
Okay. So there you go.
Yeah, they started real young, I believe. I think we was like in high school, juniors, seniors.
Okay.
So first off, I want to say that if I could go back in time, there's a couple of events that I would go back in time to. One would be the B2K Lil Bow Wow concert I went to when I was like probably a junior in high school. It was fire. And they had all just nothing but just very pretty girls at the time. So them boys was hot in the streets. It definitely was fire to see like a big time black boy band, and so it was all cool. Like everything was good. Now, like let's go fast forward. Now I'm struggling to find out why this has any relevance because them boys are not relevant. In fact, I'm gonna say within the last 5 years, just a random thought came to my head, and I said, man, I wonder where them other niggas at from B2K. I wonder where Lil Fizz at. Like I ain't heard from him
just
in
went
a
on tour.
long
They just
time.
went on tour. They just went on tour.
Well, that makes it even more wild. On the flip side, from the G code, I don't think you should ever date your homeboys.
Which is right.
old
Which
lady
I don't
like
want to stop you because I want you to run that train of thought. But that's the relevance of the story. The relevance of the story isn't necessarily about B2K. It's using it as and I think Raz B at some point was like getting knocked down by one of the producers. One of Chris Stokes or somebody.
Chris Stokes. Yes, I think it was Stokes.
Chris Strokes.
Yeah,
he was Strokes. So, but the other ones, I just kind of I don't watch all of the real love and hip hops and stuff. So I wasn't aware. But I think the conversation that we definitely want to have is the G code. Like you in a band, we in a podcast. If I got two kids with something, like. Could you?
I don't need to be talking about my dick on the shade room.
No, your dick, not mine.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
let me tell you how talking about my dick on the shade room.
But he down bad though. That's the way he did it. How he slid in there was some real snake like. So Omarion and old girl broke up just out the blue or whatever for no reason, some shit.
But I thought they'd been broke up for like years though, right?
Yeah, but she was down bad. She was down bad. They going through custody, but they had in court trying to get the kids and money and all of that. So Lil Fizz just slid over there like, oh, I'm gonna be your friend. Oh, you look tired. Oh, you hungry? Get some sleep. Oh no, give me the kids. I'll take the kids with me because he got a little son too. I'll take the kids with me. You get some rest. And I'm talking about he played friend, and then they end up, it kind of start getting out because, people be hanging out. He be like, dang, y'all look real cute, comfortable. Then he end up moving in with the chick, right? Because he was going on tour, so he moved him and his son in over there with her in her house, and was still, we just friends, telling everybody. So Omarion, they was feeling some kind of way, on the B2K. They had like a little tour. So everybody like, hey man, you tripping with this April shit, dog. You gonna mess up our money. Because supposedly they're supposed to get big money for doing the tour. So you gonna mess up our money, man. He like, man, ain't nothing, we just friends. So, Daniel Gibson from here, he came, Daniel Gibson pulling up, shooting at everything.
Booby.
Booby shooting. And then he was like, he asked Fee, like, man, I ain't trying to step on nobody's toe. What's up, man? You know what I'm saying? He like, no, me and her real good. We just friends. He like, you still ain't said nothing though. Like, what's up? I'm trying to holler. Well, then put me down. You know what I'm saying? Then it feels like, man, you got to put yourself down. So then everybody's like, Cause
let me ask you this. This was on TV?
Yes.
Oh no, Los actually knows them personally. Obviously, he's talking like he was down. If it wasn't on TV, this would be crazy for Los to know all this.
Lil Fizz told me the story. But
Los went to the club with Booby Gibson.
So, but he just been playing that role. So as soon as the tour stopped, he like, fuck all that shit. What's up? I don't give So then they got caught in bed together and they was kissing all in the thing and all that shit. So basically he just waited till the tour stopped to say, okay, yeah, we together now. And now everybody all up in arms and they mad. And
I don't understand why like celebrities. It's funny, like celebrities be dating like the same girls when they got some very nice looking girls out there. Why y'all all fighting over the same girl? If I was Lil Fizz, I don't need Omarion's old lady. Like
with two
baby
kids.
mama. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that makes it even worse. The fact that like I'm kind of a celebrity, like I probably got a little
He could go get some fine in Louisiana who used to
You
love
know what
him
I'm
when
saying?
she was a little girl.
Exactly, bro.
Right? Something that probably was at that same concert as me.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he'd be good. But no, he want the same girl.
Yeah.
Them boys play hot potato in Hollywood in the industry. They play hot potato with them.
Yeah,
chicks,
and
man.
they say in Hollywood everybody be hollering at the same girls. Like I know a lot of dudes who live in LA who say it's all the same chicks that everybody talk to in LA. So
It's like 20 of them. They just rotate them. Yeah.
That's part of it, man.
Just Steve Harvey's little daughter.
Right? I heard she bouncing around. But man, my first question when I heard this is, I mean, they were supposed to be doing it for Lil Saint. What will Lil Saint think is my real question.
Lil Saint is rolling over in his grave right now.
Lil Saint is rolling over.
He
stomping the yard.
Yeah, I was about to say he crunk dancing in his grave right now.
Man, wasn't they the two groups who was beefing? Wasn't it like Marcus Houston and Lil Fizz and then like Omarion and Raz B or something? I don't remember, but they was beefing. Or maybe they was the two that was together. I don't remember. I gotta watch it.
Please tell me on the little show that you watched, Los, that they said like after he found out, he said you got served. That was the best. That'd have been the best thing in the world. Like, throw your lady, you got served.
So Raj, you know it's my birthday weekend, so I'm not gonna want to do the podcast. I'm telling you right now, the cover, the podcast artwork needs to be some kind of B2K, and it needs to be called "You Got Served." That's it. I mean, that was perfect. That was perfect.
That is funny, man.
You got served, man. Speaking of, just real quick, Omarion or Ray J?
Ray J. No, Omarion. I got this icebox where my heart used to be.
Give me Ray J, man.
I don't know. Los, what you think?
I'm taking Ray J, bro. That's Brandon, brother.
Yeah, I'm taking Raymond Norwood too.
You can't talk about Brandy. I'm talking about Ray J.
No, I'm talking
Don't
about
make me start
Brandy,
singing
brother.
my Ray J because I love Ray J, man.
I'm rocking with Ray J, man. I would much rather kick it with Ray J than Omarion, though.
I agree. But not much rather, but I would definitely rather. I think they both would be pretty cool. I think this is what I think. I think Omarion is like quintessential like LA kid. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but that's what I get from him. Like LA dude, just kind of whatever. But I feel like Ray J feels more universal. Like Ray J could be in New York, whatever, or Ray J could be in down south, and Ray J would still be cool. That's my thought pattern. Maybe I'm wrong about that. He said he could call them boys in prison. Ray J got a lot of good quotables.
That's the only thing about Ray J is when you go out, you don't know if you're going to come home or not, because you just don't know what that man got going, bro. You just never know what that man got going.
Ray J different. I mean, and I guess maybe you just talking about music, and I'm talking about like the whole package, right?
Yeah.
Like, because if we just talking music, then maybe Omarion. You know what I mean?
Oh,
but if we talking the whole package, then Ray J. Big pause.
Pause him up.
Pause it up, big. Hey, man. Go ahead.
I was about to say that girl April. Yeah, when that girl April, when she was with Omarion, she kept saying it hurt when they had sex because he ain't circumcised.
That's a real thing?
She put him out there. She made that man get circumcised. Probably why he left her. He was mad.
Oh, man. I don't want to hear no more about
on
this.
TV.
Man. I'm over it. So y'all heard about this last week that Van Lathan got fired from TMZ?
Yeah.
After a nasty confrontation with Michael Babcock. They said that Lathan confronted Babcock in the newsroom after the segment and told him that there would be trouble if he ever embarrassed him like that again. They said that he met with the attorneys and he was suspended. Then he was dismissed a few days later. You guys had an opportunity to see the video, correct?
Yep.
Weak sauce.
Yeah. When they were talking like that, I said, damn, he in the TMZ room. But then I saw it, I was like, man, he just went on there and told that man stop playing with me, bro. In a very, very nice and professional way. Because it really could have been way uglier than that. I thought he had his finger on his head or something, something. He wasn't even being a nigga. He was being real professional. I mean, he wasn't even bad.
Hey, let me tell you what I thought happened. I didn't even know nothing about this until you just said this. Whenever you sent our topics and you said van fired from TMZ, I thought somebody was shooting out of the TMZ van. That's what I thought. I thought that if someone had a gun inside the TMZ van.
That's funny. That's funny.
Crazy.
Hey,
you nuts.
So y'all guys have heard of the shoe company called Vans.
Yes.
Well, I think we should come up with a van company called Shoes. And then we could get a van from Shoes and be shooting out of it like you just said at the TMZ.
You're shooting.
Shut up.
That's all I'm saying. One of my homeboys worked there, man. Shout out, this podcast brought to you by Big Cali. Orkin Man P. He's been on a couple of segments before. So we should probably I should have hit him up to get the inside scoop. But I mean, Definitely. It's just funny. I think that story about how they touched his little porcelain skin and then that man got fired. That was such the weakest sauce. Like he didn't even like squeeze his shoulders. You could look at his hands and tell he wasn't even like. He just got in his ear and told him don't. But I mean, I get it. It is a workplace. If I walk up to somebody in my workplace and put my hand on their shoulder and say, bruh, you fuck with me like that again, and like I'm gonna bust your ass. It don't matter how hard of a squeeze I do on their neck. Yeah. If they go tell, I'm gonna probably get fired.
But him and the dude was friends. Him and the dude real cool, like they friends. Like they wasn't enemies, like they kick it. So that's why I was like, dang. But according to Van, he said he was planning on, his contract was up in January. And he wasn't going to renew it because he had some other stuff on the horizon. So,
of course, that's what he's going to say.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm about to say. So he made sure black people wasn't in the uproar. He don't want us to cancel culture TMZ.
There you go, man. Hey, man, look, we hit about a good little space for us to hear a quick word from our sponsors. So 5 young Xavier alumni have come together to create the Black Coffee Company, man. Y'all visit theblackcoffeecompany.com. to check out their art, apparel, and definitely their coffee. With 5 unique blends of Colombian, Brazilian, Ethiopian, and Peruvian coffees, these brothers are giving you some of the best Java from around the globe and some food for thought as well. These fellas aren't only distributing quality coffee, they preach the major tenets of entrepreneurship, financial freedom, and community empowerment. The whole movement is dope, but don't take my word for it. Visit theblackcoffeecompany.com and see what all the fuss is about. The Black Coffee Company, coffee for the culture.
It's the coffee company by black people all day. Coffee from black folks.
Yeah, man, y'all need to holler at us on the yard. Xavier Homecoming next weekend. We're gonna do some stuff. We got Black Coffee linking up with Edo,
shout out
Car
Dre.
Wash, and Best Friend Weekend. We're gonna do a couple of things, so it's gonna be a good look. Be looking out for us at Xavier Homecoming next week, man. And speaking of college, the board members this week of the NCAA said in a release that all changes, they're going to make changes, and students, athletes are going to have the same opportunity to make money as all other students, maintain the priorities of education, the collegiate experience, and ensure that the rules are transparent, focused, and enforceable, and do not create a competitive imbalance. In other words, when Mayor Gavin Newsom, whatever his name was, signed in that bill, and we said California is going to uproot everything with the NCAA. The NCAA has responded by trying to come into the 21st century and let their athletes get paid off their likeness. Now, some people are coming out and saying that it's not as comprehensive as the California bill, and they basically just kicking the can down the road, and it's not like they're not nice. Like what they say right now is not really going to do anything. But I don't know. It seems like a start. Raj, I'm going to start with you. What are your thoughts?
I mean, the first thing I have to say is about time. The other thing that I have to say, so that's my positive thing. My negative thing is I'm just scared that the NC it's gonna be like a business. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a kid. I'm not talking. I'm not talking about the NCAA itself. I'm talking about like each player. Like everybody's gonna have their own little business. Like everybody's gonna be marketable. And so Zion coming out of school, I'm going to the place where I'm gonna be featured the highest. Like I'm not going to the place where that's necessarily. I'm saying this is the worst that could happen. That's not necessarily the best for me from a basketball perspective. Yeah, sure he did. I'm just saying. I'm not saying. But what if he went to? What if now he don't consider Duke? He go to UCLA. Of course, Duke is on the forefront of everything. But still, like now, I can make money off of my name and my likeness, and I'm gonna go to a different place. Like I'm looking for schools in California and New York to get exponentially better because of this rule.
Can I ask you a question on that? With that. Does it really matter to you that if Zion went to UCLA instead of Duke? I mean, seriously, would it really matter to you?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. If there's, so
I think it'd be live if that man went to Rutgers or something like St. Joe's because it's in New York and he could get a bunch of money. I think that'd be live. Zion playing for Pepperdine, you know what I mean? I think it'd be cool to turn the NCAA on their head.
Sure. But I just think they're gonna have one school that's nice. Like I'm going there. Like I just hope that it don't be like the competitive balance doesn't just shift to the schools with big money. I just hope that that's not what happens. Because I think specifically with college basketball, not college football so much, but with college basketball, things were starting to spread out. Like we got Butler in the finals twice. You know, like we got. Of course, Villanova's a basketball school, but for the sake of it, they made it to the final, to the finals a couple of times. We got smaller schools doing big things. I just think that all of that's about to die.
No, okay. I don't think so. Where you going with that? I mean, I think at the end of the day, it's only going to be a few players making money off their likeness, right? Because everybody ain't nice. Everybody's not, marketable like that. So even if you're good, that don't mean that everybody is trying to buy your jersey. You know what I mean? Maybe it's your school. You know what I mean? But you're not about to bust heads like people think they're gonna do. A lot of kids. You know what I'm saying? You got to really be somebody to really, kind of home in and make that money like that. Unless, you got your uncle and them in the back there by the concession stands selling shirts. Now that's the kind of stuff you got to watch out for. It's just, I think it's gonna be a shit show.
That's live.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying it's gonna be a shit show like that. But then you also gonna have a kid on the bench who get in 5 minutes and they're like, shit, let's make some of your shirts too. You know what I mean? So now it's going. I think it's going.
It actually means people like Melo could be selling his shoes on Big Baller Brand.
Oh, he already did that.
I mean, look, I'm gonna put it to you like this. I didn't see anything wrong. With Terrell Pryor signing autographs for free tattoos, or even if it was money, if it was compensation. I don't see anything wrong with that. Like, hey man, we let's go to Nighttown tonight. Let's go to the keg tonight. Well, let me sign a couple of autographs and make me some quick money. Like, I think that's cool. Like, if it's gonna be strictly off of like their name and their likeness, like if that's what the play is, I think that's cool. I still think it's gonna lead to that lopsided effect.
It will.
But I still think that I think that it is un-American, and I've heard people say that, so I'm repeating it. Un-American for me, just because I'm playing a college sport, to not be able to make money off of me if I'm fired.
Yeah. At the same time where somebody down the hall could be making money off of them if they don't play sports. You know what I mean?
Selling. I used to sell in college. I used to sell ringtones. Them boys can't sell ring. Them boys would have sold all the ringtones. Yeah. I wouldn't have had no business.
But
and
I
that's
mean, honestly,
and they should be able to.
But if Daquan was down the hall from Zion and Daquan was in college, and that man would make way more money than Zion, because he can make money off of his social media and stuff when he couldn't. So it's a whole bunch of different ways to consider that. But I think when you said the basketball thing, I don't think it's what you think, Raj, because I think if all of them went to the same school, then all of them wouldn't get they wouldn't have a big package for all of them to get paid. I think it would be come to Oklahoma and that one fire player, it might even spread out the talent even more is what I'm saying. Yeah. I don't know. It's possible. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that could happen too.
Now you're gonna be happening. I think they're gonna have kids being recruited by marketing firms now. You know what I mean? You in high school and they like, look, you got somebody, a marketing firm coming with Oklahoma, or we got this firm behind us, they can make you this, they can do this, they can do that. It's just gonna add a whole bunch of other stuff into it. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be wild.
So, Los, as a former college athlete, you need reparations?
I definitely need something. You know, give me my little before I know I went to HBCU. Give me, man, look, I'll take $150, man. Right now. Cash me out. I ain't tripping.
They got a number you could call, like when the hurricane relief. You got to just put your phone number in it, and they'll give you, if you was a former college athlete, they'll give you $125. But you got to call this number. And make sure you check. Pick it up from Walmart. Make sure you check you're not a veteran, but you are. Yeah. But you are NCAA athlete.
You got to pick it up from Walmart.
Exactly. Yeah. Hey, Raj, but you do know what that possibly means. It possibly means, Mortimer, we're back. NCAA football. Hey, bruh. Raj, you think they're coming back with the game ASAP?
No doubt. No doubt. There's been too many people with blue checks next to their name talking about NCAA 20 or NCAA 21.
I think Kirk Herbstreit said it too. Yeah.
Right. Like it's too many people talking about it for it not to be a thing. The only thing that I'm worried about is now I'm older and I don't play video games
and I don't play video games. You damn right.
And the boys nice. I don't know if you've seen people play Fortnite, but people move their fingers faster.
Hey man, them boys who used to play Fortnite still don't know how to call the right defense against certain things. This is what I think. I think we're still going to be competitively good. We can be able to pick up the sticks and beat most people. I don't know if we're still going to be top 10 players in the world because I don't think we're going to put the man hours in to do so. But I'm willing to take on the challenge. I'm going to buy it. Let's just put it that way.
My life will change. I'm going to play more video games. Yeah. I don't know how much more video games, but I'm going to play more video games if NCAA comes out. And it's going to be the only game that I purchase.
Yeah, it will be. And we're going to probably try to get the band back together. The people who played in our thing, but we're going to have to change the rules. We used to have to play a game every 2 days. Now we're going to have to change it to like, you got to play a game a week or something like that. It's going to have to be a lot slower paced. Like,
right.
I don't have time to play a video game every and you're not good if you don't play every 2 days. So, it's a lot going on, but I'm looking forward to that, man. Look, man, R.I.P. to our boy John Witherspoon. I got the news this morning, just like everybody else. I got the news, like my uncle called me. Hey, John Witherspoon died. No, we got the news this morning, and it's crazy because on the podcast earlier this week, like we ended the podcast with a quote from I put Pops on there. Talking about that damn dog attacked him from Friday, and that man died. So, man, look, we said we're gonna do a new segment. We don't know what it called yet, and we might not do it every week. But last week was Wood Harris. This week it was gonna be Bokeem Woodbine, but I'm gonna wait on that one. This week is gonna be John Witherspoon. Who's your favorite Pops? Is it House Party Pops? Is it Boomerang Pops? Vampire in Brooklyn? Wayans Brothers? Friday? What's your favorite Pops, man?
My favorite Pops is Friday Pops.
Yeah.
Off top?
Friday and Boomerang Pops off top.
If let me pick a second one, then Boondocks Pops.
Since he get two, right?
Yeah, since you get two, let me get two, and I'm going Boondocks Pops.
No, you get one, Los. Kill that shit.
Okay, Friday Pops, bro.
Well, I said that I think it's supposed to be Wayans Brothers Pops because I think that's the only show his name was actually Pops. I think everything else he wasn't Pops. Now, maybe I'm wrong about that, but I think that's we call him Pops because of freaking Wayans brother. Wasn't he? I said Vampire in Brooklyn. I don't even know if he was in Vampire in Brooklyn, but I think he was the one talking about that boy. I got the dropsies. I think that was him.
He was Silas Green in Vampire in Brooklyn.
What you remember that? He's like, that boy got the dropsies. You know what I mean? Kadeem Hardison, like his face was falling off in little pieces because he was a ghoul. That shit was so funny. That boy got the dropsies.
Man, I forgot all about that.
That shit was. I mean, Pops had them lines, but the Wayans brothers. Funny, I say that because man, I remember when he was running for something, and Marlon and Sean brought them girls there, the little cheerleaders, and he was like, "Pop that booty, shake that booty, pop that booty, man, bang, 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 bang." That was all off of the Wayans brothers. Bang, 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 bang. I mean, I don't know, man. I think that was Wayans brothers. I think we gotta go
reverse it. That boy said, "Mark,
Pops is from Wayans Brothers."
You got to reverse that.
What you say, right?
But I said Pops is from Wayans Brothers. That's where that comes from. But I don't know if y'all ever seen this, and I forgot. So I'm looking at his filmography right now, and I don't know if y'all boys ever saw Black Jesus, but I really like Pops in Black Jesus.
I saw a couple episodes. Is that with Silky, whatever, Silky Johnson? That's the nigga name.
Silky Johnson.
Ain't that the dude name who's like Black Jesus?
Slinky
Johnson. Slinky Johnson. Okay. Slink. The boy said Slink. Is it Slink?
It is Slink.
Okay. I'm calling the man Silky. Don't ever call another man delicious, but I'm calling him Silky. I mean, it is what it is, man. Yeah, man. So y'all could say that y'all favorite one was, y'all said it was, I said Vampire and Brook. No, I said Wayans Brothers, and y'all said Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Now cue up that music for Nothing Nice to say.
You know, they say if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all.
If you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all.
Nothing nice to say, but Aldo NICE.
Ain't nothing nice. You hear me?
It's Best Friend Weekend, baby. Y'all listen every week, and we try to bring y'all a good combination of culture, race, music, celebrity, jokes, and sports. And of course, you know, our podcast has a lot of favorites. We like to talk about Drake, LeVar Ball, Kanye West, Tyrone Hankerson Jr., LeBron, Alvin Kamara, Colin Kaepernick, Juicy Smollett, and our main man, Michael Bennett. Raj, how he gave his name to the police officer that one time?
My name Michael Bennett, man. I see how the Seahawks number 90, seat number 93. Might be, man. Michael Bennett, man.
Well, I'm not going to go on no large rant about this, but Michael Bennett has played for the Buccaneers, Seahawks, Eagles, and then he went to the Patriots. All I'm going to say is Robert Kraft rocked with Trump, and Brady got a MAGA hat in his locker. So I felt a way when Michael Bennett went there. It's just something about the Patriots. The Patriots kind of just scream to me, I'm not going to say racism, but it's just like, you know, elitism and something that's just not like anti the movement. You know, Michael Bennett, he's an A-Leaf product and really one of those athletes who I could count on to stand up for the struggle. He wrote a book called Things That Make White People Uncomfortable. We did a whole podcast on it. And he's one of the few football players I follow on IG. Shit, I don't even follow Kaepernick. It took me a while to let that sink in, but I let him make it. But then I saw today on the top news story that he was traded to the Cowboys. It's bad enough who he plays for a team that we despise, and he gonna get cheered on by them every week. But the Yahoo story said something that he reached an agreement with Jerry Jones to stand for the anthem. Jerry Jones came out and said, I'm satisfied in Michael. We've got a player who knows how we do it here with the Cowboys. During a little radio appearance, and they said that they wouldn't sign him unless he agreed. Damn, you want to play that bad? I said I ain't gonna rant, but I will say I hope this is fake news. Because I ain't got nothing nice to say about boys crossing that picking line to join the man. So I won't say nothing at all. Michael Bennett, man, I don't know about that.
I just feel like, well, maybe his book didn't sell like we thought it did. You know what I mean? Because it's easy to stand for some shit when your shit bumping. But when your book flop or Al bought your book, it's kind of hard to, you know what I mean? Because you still got a family to feed, bro. So he said, and they must be the only people who want him. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that boy had to put, sometimes you got to put that black shit in the.
They only got one person that's built. Only got one person that's built like Kaepernick, bro, and that's Kaepernick.
Well, I'm just saying, Eric Reed at least still sitting. And kneeling and whatnot. I don't know if he's kneeling, but he's not.
His team cool. His team cool with it though.
He not? I didn't know that. I didn't know Eric Reed wasn't standing.
No.
Damn.
Nah, he real.
Eric Reed.
Everybody ain't built like Eric Reed neither. They got one Eric Reed.
But his team cool with it though.
Shit. Kenny still kneeling, man. Like it's a lot of people. Like honestly,
the man not on them boys' level. I told y'all
exactly.
I told you. I'm so glad that it finally came to. If you could find the tape, run it back. I'm so glad it came to fruition that I told y'all boys that Michael Bennett was an imposter. That man is not the same guy as them other boys. He just was. I think
you still talking about that Vegas shit?
Huh?
You still talking about that Vegas shit?
That Vegas shit was funny. I actually was thinking about that the other day. I literally got a flashback to that podcast, and I was thinking, I know that man knocked that statue over.
That statue down. But then y'all said them statues was some Confederate people, and that's why he knocked them off.
I know he knocked them statues down, and I know that he was living off of that the movement. He was living off the clout of the movement, and that's wild. And then it finally came to fruition because Eric Reed, I got all my faith in Eric Reed, Kenny Stills, Colin Kaepernick would not sign that deal. Like, nah, you're not about to. You're not going. No.
I don't know, man. It might be about the bag, but they said the reason he wanted to leave New England was because New England defense was lav and they didn't need to play him, so they wasn't playing him. So he was trying to actively get out of there so he could go play. So is it really just that much? Like that's the deal we have, and that's where if you want to play, you got to go to the Cowboys and you got to stand. And he
only got to stand for how many games they got left. The Cowboys might not make the playoffs, so he ain't got that many more games to stand for.
I hear what you're saying, but he still got to go
back to sitting. He can go back to kneeling.
The first game he stand is he didn't cross the picket lines. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah. Because
not to say that picket lines is really what they used to be at a certain point in time, but the minute he stand, like is that part of it. We put a wrap on a little bit of that part, man. Like, oof, it's
and it's
the Cowboys.
Here's how I really feel.
I don't like how they told him he had to do that.
Yeah, that is kind of wild.
But it's that man's team, though.
I feel like that man is very much in the right place with the Cowboys because he's a clown with little bitty ass pads. I can't take him seriously. I cannot take that seriously, bro. Like, I could see if you got your pads a little small or your jersey tight and it go around the arm and you got it cut because you got, some muscles hanging out your underarm pits and shit. But, like, bro, them little bitty pads, he deserved to be with the Cowboys. He deserved to be with them.
And you know who I really hate? I used to hate Roddy White. He was like one of my most actually hated players in the league. Who I really actually hate in the league is DeMarcus. Is his name DeMarcus Lawrence? Is that his name? The defensive tackle for the Cowboys?
Yes.
Bro, I hate him. He is exactly what I was talking about with the Burned My Boudin at the top of the podcast when I was talking about people who try to be tough and talk shit in public. If you ever watch an interview with him, it's always like, man, what we scared of going over there for? We're gonna just punch them in their mouth. They try it's always some, but he's not talking. He's talking bad about the other team, but it's always confrontational with the reporters, and it's uncomfortable to watch. I hate that, and I wouldn't like him if he was on my team acting like that. And that's seldom to say that. I don't like people.
Black man act.
Yeah, I don't need you being that jerk all the damn time. I'm just saying, brother. So maybe he right with the Cowboys and them.
Thomas.
I heard you. But yeah, there you go. Halloween. It's probably gonna be the day before y'all listen to this podcast. But Halloween. So Raj, I know you wanted to talk about Halloween costumes. I saw one, you saw one, and the one I saw actually, let's start with that. I saw the Russell Wilson outfit just now. Him and Sierra dressed up as J and B.
Los, did you see that one?
Yeah, I saw that one.
I don't know if he saw it or not.
I don't know if you saw it or not. I couldn't hear him either. But
no, I said yeah, I saw it.
I don't know. In my head, it was whole clownism. I don't know.
I don't think so. I think it was fine. I think Russell Wilson looked like.
I think he looked
like he don't play in the
for
NFL.
Some reason. I don't know why he looked like that. That's the problem to me. He didn't look
athletic.
Didn't
look good.
He didn't look good. That was the issue.
And his hair wasn't good. Like he tried to snap up his hair or something.
None of it.
I didn't like how he looked either. But Sierra killed it.
Yeah, she did.
But I mean, you got to be cool to play Jay-Z though. That man not cool.
But I still thought it was a cool concept. I thought it was dope, and they got enough money. They had enough money to make it right, authentic.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm with
that man not cool enough to be Jay-Z.
I mean, I think the livest thing around the holiday is watching the people dress up, and people with old ladies. It's like you got twice as many cool things that you can do because you could run couple shit. You could be Cliff Huxtable. You could be Barack and Michelle. I don't know if there's standout characteristics to them, but they did. There was J and B. There's a lot of things that you can do as a couple, which is kind of live, but I thought it was an L because of how he looked. But I get your point. It was fire the concept, absolutely, 100%. I'm
gonna go with. So I'm coming back around to the dude that won Halloween.
Okay,
but did y'all see Deion Cole's Halloween costume?
Oh, sure enough. That was bad.
costume was amazing.
That was
like,
fire. Because he
when
looked
I
just
saw
like
it,
Show
if-
Enough.
if-
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, if they'd have put if they'd have made if they'd have put that picture with some grains, like made it grainy and made it look old, there would have been no difference
Yeah, I love
between
it.
Show Enough and Dion Cole. In fact, I think that man's father, Leon Cole, played Show Enough.
You stupid. So I'm gonna give you one, Raj. I don't know if you saw this one. That dude at the Saints game, Drew Brees.
Oh wow!
Did you see Drew Brees?
Oh,
I
that
did.
was a good one.
Dude,
But you know
actually
he's
is
from Lafayette. Yeah, absolutely. And boy had the little scar on his face and everything, man. I said, okay, I see you, Drew Brees, doing your thing. That was a great costume. You said you had some other ones. What other celeb costumes you saw?
Off top, DeAndre Hopkins won Halloween.
By far.
He's the genie from Aladdin, and he did it. Like he didn't half step. He hired a professional makeup artist, probably an Instagram model, and went ham. And he got enough hair to where he was able to do the genie thing. So he went he put like a ball, like a blue bald, I don't even know what you call it, like a hair piece, but it was bald, and then cut a hole in the middle and put a place for the genie's little ponytail in the middle of his head. It was fire, and I don't think that it can be topped.
I wonder how long he had to stay in makeup for that though. That's a lot of makeup that boy
I think
had.
it was a little weird,
all that
bro.
paint.
It takes time.
That was a lot going on. He definitely fully committed to that.
He did, and I thought it was okay. I just thought it looked a little weird, like scary weird, like like not.
It's Halloween.
Not scary isn't the right word. Just like I don't know, kind of. I don't know. Like let me put it like this: the backlash was that Will Smith looked like it was weird seeing him in all blue. It was just a weird flex. I feel like it's a weird flex to be that person. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm going with. I don't have a lot else, and I'm not gonna fuss with him. Y'all got it.
I'm actually not finding much else that
I saw one
that I
other
like.
one that I liked. It was Gabrielle Union dressed up as her own character from Bring It On. So I thought that was that's what it's called, Bring It On? Or is it called?
Yeah, Bring It On.
Yeah. So I thought that was pretty clever to dress up as you. There was another one I saw. I just can't remember. Oh, Tracy Ellis Ross. She was DJ Quick.
DJ Quick.
That was very good. That was very well done too. I remember that.
Did y'all see the lady who dressed up as the infamous Popeyes lady?
No.
Oh.
They had a lady dressed up as Popeyes lady?
She looked just like the
Yes.
Popeyes lady, the Popeye lady we like.
I like that. That's I like
Whose
that
name
without
is
even
Jada
seeing it.
Fox, FYI, if you
She's
got some
actually
free time.
she's
What's her
actually
name?
Chris Fox's cousin and Jamie Foxx's niece.
Oh, okay.
Jayla Fox. Bruh, shut up. Shut up. Okay. I'm sitting here laughing because I honestly, when Lo said the Popeyes lady we like, I 100% thought he meant the woman who be, hey, get some chicken from us, Popeye.
No.
But now
Not
I
bona
realize
fide.
who you meant because Raj said Jayla Fox, and I actually searched Jayla Fox in the last 48 hours. So I know who that is too. That is hilarious. Don't NSFW. Don't search Jayla Fox. What is wrong with you guys? What's the most loud Halloween candy? I know some of y'all got trick or treaters that's gonna come. What kind of candy you gonna get for them trick or treaters?
Them lemon heads.
The little box daddies, the little small boxes.
Them or the other ones, either one.
The other ones.
Fire.
Yeah.
So I'm not a big fan of like sugar candy, like candy that's just little balls of sugar, like lemon heads and nerds and stuff like that. So I'm always go chocolate. Pause. Snickers. Them little
Snickers.
bite-sized Snickers.
Oh yeah. them
Can't-
good.
Can't win without them.
Can't win with them. Can't coach without them. Can't win without them. That's funny, dog. I mean, I don't know. I'm a big fan of the variety packs, but around like I like a good spread of candies around this time. I used to like the mini Twizzlers, but I think I'm off them. I think you're right, Raj. I think the little Reese's Pieces little bags is good too. That's it.
Bruh, Bruh, speaking of that, I have to say this. There's a comedian on Netflix. I can't remember his name, but he said, "Do y'all boys call Reese's Pieces or Reese's Pieces?" Because I feel like growing up, I called them things Reese's Pieces, and then he said, because I found out in my adult life that there was a dude named Reese that had some pieces. And that's why they called them Reese's Pieces. And it makes so much sense. But I definitely called it Reese's Pieces.
No, I feel like Reese's PCs would be a place that sells old computers in a strip mall.
And the owner name is Reese.
Reese's PCs. Yeah, I've never heard. No, I never called it that. I always called it Reese's Pieces. Reese's Pieces, Cotton.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. It's just a little different. So before we get out of here, I have to say this, right? So the coldest Crawford, we've talked about him on the podcast. His middle name is To Ever Do It. That's what they say. I don't know if I believe that part or not.
It's not true.
I don't think
straight out of Shreveport, Louisiana.
That's a fact. But the coldest Crawford signed to LSU, they say last week.
Committed.
I'm sorry, yeah, committed to LSU. There was actually, I'm cracking up because they was like, him and another player both committed. Did you see the name on the other boy?
Nah, I didn't see the other name.
Like I think 3-star quarterback from Texas. I don't remember what city. His name's General Booty. Boot.
Hey.
His name's not General Booty.
No, not Booty like Boutte. Booty. Google it. Google it right now, Raj.
Is he a white dude?
He is a white dude. And his name, and he's a quarterback, pocket passer.
You remember Evangel back when we were younger, huh? You was in high school?
Oh, yeah.
The Booty Brothers. That's probably where he comes from.
I do remember them boys. They used to play like running back.
And quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I mostly played quarterback, yeah. And wide out, yeah.
Oh, Josh Booty was his name, I thought. Yeah. Right?
Josh David.
John David.
John David Booty.
John David Booty. Cutting. Did you find it, Raj? General?
I found it, but I don't see that he committed to LSU, but I found the gentleman you're talking about.
I saw it all in one mess. I don't know if that, so maybe I'm lying about that. No, I'm not lying. That's the news story that I saw. I don't know if it's factual or not. It might be fake news. But I Googled him and it came up and I was like, oh, there's really a kid that you can't name your son General if your last name is Booty.
Booty.
Yeah, go biblical. John David.
Yeah.
Joshua. Booty.
Joshua Tree. Jesus Booty. Couldn't General Booty couldn't. You know how many the jokes write themselves, couldn't? Like, I could just see a fire little army hat, like a little sergeant, like with a big booty on it.
We should just get it ready. We should literally start making those right now.
Making a means for General Booty, couldn't?
Get ready because it's coming.
Don't let that man be good, couldn't? Like the booty, couldn't be
General Booty.
The thing is he's a 2021 guy, so he's still got another year left. Like he's still young. The coldest Crawford is actually a 2022 guy, which is crazy to me that he's committing already. But he's not coming. He's a sophomore. Mind you, a sophomore that already has 700 yards receiving right now. So he might really be the coldest to ever do it.
Well, we said the coldest was Kayshawn Booty from New Iberia. Shout out for Westgate High School. But, man, I told y'all the other day we saw that picture with him with a Dallas Cowboys beanie on, sitting with Nick Saban, kicking it, and I was like, oh my God, if you want me to dislike you, I can't. I mean, I can't because he's from the B and he like going to LSU, so I can't just dislike. But if he don't go to LSU, if he end up like transfer, decommitting and going to Alabama, then I'm gonna be like, all right, do what you do, bro. I don't see why a receiver wouldn't want to go to LSU these days, but okay, do what you do, bro.
Yeah.
Which I did hear that Saban ended up coming through to the game where he had 5 touchdowns and in a stretch limousine, and they was riding 4-wheelers and stuff together. And I heard this is the truth. I really heard all of these things that Saban was at that game where that man scored 5 touchdowns. This was 2 weeks ago. So you never know what happens, man. Might decommit. And then it'll all make sense.
That means Corey gonna be there and Ogeron gonna be there every game for the rest of the season, every Friday night coming out of New Iberia. I mean, it is what it is, man. Hey, man, look, like always, man, we appreciate y'all coming kick it with us. I ain't said this in a while, but you need to go to the Best Friend Weekend website, get you some merch. I ain't had a merch sale in a while. Y'all not doing what you're supposed to do as loyal listeners. It's actually Aldo NICE winning weekend, birthday weekend. Turn up. By the time you hear this, it's my birthday. $ BFW Aldo. If y'all want to cash out a nigga, $3.25. You heard me. $37 for the cards. You heard me.
Is what burns my boudin.
I should have a fundraiser on Facebook, right?
GoFundMe so I can have a good time.
Right? Yeah. Did I say GoFundMe? No. No, I'm going to have a good time regardless. So if you're in the city, hit me up. If you're not in the city, go ahead, just show me some love. Inbox me. That's something you could do for free, man. Inbox me. Be like, happy birthday, Aldo, man. I'm going to appreciate it. I'll appreciate it even more. Put a bunch of
old man emojis in there.
I appreciate it even more if you're somebody who I don't even really talk to like that. If you just hit me up and say happy birthday, that means you're listening to the podcast. That means all of the hard work that we do, people are actually taking it all in and appreciating it. And, you know, that would mean a lot to me. So, man, I just want y'all to have a great weekend. Make it a best friend weekend, because I'm going to have a best friend weekend. I'm going to make it a great weekend. Bow. And we out. Bow. Bow. Bow.
All right, so I'm going to read my lyrics because I found them. When they super hood, yeah, that'd be super good. It's just something about them niggas when they out the hood. I let them hold my car with no license. Knock a bitch out, got him like Mike Tyson. If he call me and I'm sleep, bitch, I'm waking up. It's like every other week, we be breaking up. The only nigga that could smoke weed in my car. If we get pulled over, stash the weed in my bra. Let him hit it raw. Might give him a baby. I'm super crazy about him. God know I love him hood. I ain't going nowhere. Let's get that understood. I just love my niggas hood. Period. The hooder the better. We badder together. The richer the nigga. The pussy get wetter. I'm just saying. I gotta get my stacks up. I gotta get my stacks up, man.